Separation clarity, there is hope after the fog lifts. My 45M and my wife, 34F, have been separated for a month. She admitted to cheating 10 months ago for a year, and despite every effort I made to reconcile, she wanted an open marriage and have many boyfriends. We fought every time she asks if she can go on a date with another guy. She uses the threat of divorce every time I refused. One day I found she snuck back on the dating app she had used. We fought for days until I finally gave in. Okay, open marriage, but you have to come home every night. That lasted for a week. At the time I didn't realize I was with a convert narcissist. 10 years together, 7 years married, I had been sucked in and blinded. The first week of separation I held my ground and did no contact. Second week I found she went on 2 dates. I confronted her but she deflected. The good news? Third week I wanted to do something new instead of being lonely and sad all the time. I started to contact girls I've dated in the past on Facebook. Some responded, had a nice chat, but one was particularly interested in chatting. We had met when my wife and I weren't really serious. She worked at a bikini bar and while we connected, I wasn't so fond of her profession. So I chose my wife. What a mistake that turned out to be. The bikini bar girl and I met up. We walked around the park for 6 hours just talking as if it's only been a few months since we last met. She's been divorced for 5 years and has been single since. She is an assembly technician now at a tech company, a devout Buddhist follower, and felt extremely grounded. She gave me a lot of advice for how to handle divorce, and gave me a lot of hope for happiness post-divorce. She still looks amazing and she even told me seeing me makes her want a relationship again. That sent my mind to heaven. My point is, reach out to people, socialize, meet some divorced people that can understand you. Or just put yourself out there for someone to find. Do something new every few days that you've always wanted to try. Once my marriage fog started to lift, I can clearly see how terrible my marriage turned out to be and how disgustingly disrespectful my wife became. It certainly helped to see what is out there, what new possibilities might be out there for me. Don't hope. Don't cope. Reflect clearly what your marriage became, don't cling to the one that you entered. Keep moving forward. Update. My 45M wife, 34F, and I have been separated for over 2 months now. Since my last update, I've gotten shit-faced drunk several times, called her crying, yelled, and fluctuated between okay and terrible interactions. I retired early so I could build the family I wanted with my wife, only to find her cheating and refusing to stop. It felt like everything I'd worked so hard to build was just an illusion. Like I have nothing now, and nothing left to live for. I even became so emotional at one point that I planned to end my life, but my wife came to pull me back from the edge. In my original post, I mentioned reconnecting with someone I had dated in the past. We've continued meeting once or twice a week, taking long walks in the park, sometimes in silence, sometimes sharing thoughts, but always in a platonic way. She encourages me to spend an hour each day meditating on whatever thought arises, without reacting, just observing and understanding. To meditate on the present, on what is reality and what is merely desire, and to let go of those desires. She's encouraged me to make small daily changes to become a better version of myself. To stop being stuck in the past, stop hoping for the future, and live mindfully in the real world, in the present moment. The more I practiced meditation and mindful living, the more surprised I was to feel my anger toward my wife melt away. I had given her a good life, but I had wanted her to reciprocate. Now, I no longer expect that reciprocation, and that realization lifted a massive weight off my shoulders. I love my wife, but I can't fix her, nor is it my sole responsibility. She loves me too, but her childhood trauma caught up to her. Our last meeting was, for a change, pleasant. We joked and laughed as if all the drama had never happened. I no longer want her to come back. I saw the pain I caused her by desperately trying to mold her into my ideal wife and build my ideal life. For the first time in a long time, I felt I could love without conditions, but that doesn't mean I have to let her cross my boundaries or continue enduring pain. I no longer want to convince her to return. I saw someone frustrated from never feeling good enough by my standards. Someone who ended up seeking no-strings-attached relationships for validation. Someone so wounded by her childhood that she tried to change our relationship in the most unhealthy way possible. As for my relationship with my old friend, it's been growing in a way I never thought possible. We haven't held hands. We haven't kissed. We haven't done anything physical. I've even started deleting my dating profiles, because I no longer need to feel validated by matching with pretty girls. We just walk, talk, and meditate together for hours in silence. She works over 60 hours a week, yet she's given me her time because she saw an old friend in need. She showed up for me, offering peace and helping me heal. That kind of kindness and connection is so rare. My point is, spend time reflecting instead of reacting. You're hurt. You're angry. You want these feelings to go away. You want to numb yourself with drugs or alcohol. You might even want revenge. You want someone to validate you. You desperately want to rebuild the past. But the past is the past, and the future is uncertain. The only thing you truly control is the present moment and your own actions. Your partner cheated because they are broken. Being with you didn't fix them, and being with them won't fix you either. They did love you, but they just no longer know how to anymore. Marriage is just preparation for divorce. Even if it lasts until death, it still ends. Surround yourself with people who are grounded, not people living in delusion. Help others, even if you're not fully healed. Instead of doom-scrolling or numbing yourself, put everything down and take a walk. Feel the ground under your feet, the wind on your skin, and the sun on your face. The path ahead may be long or short. Practice observing your pain. This helps you let go of the past. Be mindful of how your actions either increase or decrease your suffering, both in the short and long term. Keep working to ease your own pain, the pain of others, and even the pain of the one who hurt you. We don't grow from comfort, but we can grow from discomfort and suffering. This is your chance to grow into a better, stronger person. Good things will come sooner than you realize.
Relevant comment. All inkalicious. I hope you do continue to heal and grow, and, of course, I have questions. Even as you've come to accept that you cannot change your wife and you're better apart, aren't you still upset by her actions towards you? The years of lying? The manipulation she attempted? Her complete disregard for you as a person, much less her partner? You can let go of your anger, but how can you laugh with a coward who knowingly betrayed, humiliated, and almost destroyed you, for their own pleasure and goals?
OP. I didn't just let go of my anger. I let go of my expectations from her. Our happy years outweigh our conflicting years by 10:1. Our happy years were real, there's no illusion about that. But people change, you are not the same exact person as you were a second ago, let alone 10 years ago either. Everyone's situation is different. But my wife still cares for me, and once I let go of my expectations of continuing the marriage, I was able to see that my wife is an imperfect human being that changes, does stupid things, and acted mindlessly like so many people do. There's no need to punish, condemn, and be but hurt just because I didn't get what I wanted. Do I wish things could have played out better? Of course. Recognizing that life I had in my mind doesn't exist anymore also made the contempt not exist anymore. There's no need to be upset something that doesn't exist anymore, like don't cry over spilled milk.